Hello, welcome to Camp Gillette. I'm Shannon and this is Carla and we're part of the Child Life team. And today we are going to teach you how to create your own farm sensory bin.
To get started, some of the things that you will need to create your farm sensory bin are a bin, any sort of plastic bin at home will do, stickers to decorate your bin, whole dried corn. Oops.
You can find your dried corn at your local feed store. For example, Flegel's Feed and Seed, which is located in Rosemount and donated the corn for us today, or a place like Fleet Farm.
You also will need another small little bin to put water in to make a duck pond. And then you will need some water, maybe about a cup or so. And then also you are going to need some sensory items, some different animals that you have at home, some tractors that you have at home, maybe even some little ducks that you play with in the bathtub. Those all work really, really good for the sensory bin. And then
we can get started.
Everything?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So first, you're going to want to take your bin. It looks kind of plain. You can use any sort of bin that you have at home. And we're going to take some stickers. What kind of stickers do you like, Carla?
I think I'm going to start out with maybe a pig. What are you doing first?
I thought I'd use a red tractor.
Oh, that's perfect.
So you can put them on.
You can make a whole farm scene all over your sensory bin.
I think I'll put a farmer girl.
Maybe I'll put the farmer boy next to the pig. He's got corn too. Have you ever been out to a real working farm, Shannon?
I have.
Oh, where have you been?
I went to a dairy farm once in Castle Rock, Minnesota.
Oh, where's Castle Rock?
That's located a little bit south of the Twin Cities.
Oh, nice.
And then more recently, I was with Carla and we went down to an alpaca farm, which you'll learn more about later in this episode.
Redgate Alpaca Farm is where we went. What do you think? Do you have enough or are we going to decorate the sides too? Should we put a few more stickers on?
I'm going to do a horse. What does a horse say, Carla?
Nay! Oh, maybe we should add some dogs. We need kind of just regular pets on our farm too, right?
So once you have some stickers on your sensory bin, then you're going to want to get started with some corn, or you could use other materials that you have around your house.
So you just take a scoop and you can scoop it in, or if you want to just dump your material in your sensory bin, you can. So you can see how Shannon's just filling it up. You want to make sure you put enough in to fill up the bottom of the bin that you're using.
It's kind of fun to practice your scooping skills. And you can find little scoops like this at your grocery store or on Amazon,
Target. Yeah.
I think I need a little more corn.
I think
Do you need some more corn?
I need a little bit more too. Do you want to pour some in there, maybe? Perfect. Do you have a favorite farm animal?
I think.
Is that a hard question? Farm animals are tricky. There's so many
chickens.
great. Oh, yeah. Chicken's a good one.
What kind of farm?
I've seen more people in the city, kind of in the Twin Cities, that have chickens just at their home. They don't even live on a farm and they have chickens to get fresh eggs, which is kind of fun. Okay, are you done?
After you get enough corn in the bottom of your bin, we thought it might be fun to add a duck pond. So you'll find a little spot to put your duck pond. It doesn't have to be this kind of container. You can find any sort of container that you have sitting around at your home.
Should I squeeze up the water? And then you can take any sort of syringe or cup that you have at home and fill with water. And then you are just going to put water inside the duck pond so the ducks have a little place to swim.
So you don't need to use a syringe. We thought that would be easiest for today, but you can use an eyedropper or just pour it in with a little cup, measuring cup.
Yeah, measuring cup would be a good idea.
We're gonna suck up some water here. And look, we're filling up our pond. makes it kind of fun.
Make sure you put enough water in so your ducks float and they can swim.
Or you could also have this be an animal trough where your animals can get a little drink of water.
There you go. Perfect. What ducks are you going to put in?
I found these cute little ducks.
Okay.
2 little ducks that I once knew. Fat, one skinny, one's fair, one's two. But the one little duck with the feather on his back, he led the others with the quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. He led the others with the quack, quack, quack. All right, look.
All
They're
right.
floating. They're swimming around.
Woo!
Now, after you get your ducks in your pond, you can find some different props that you can set in your bin. So I'm going to put in a farmhouse,
I think I'll put it in the apple tree.
maybe a bale of hay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, I found a farmer. You might
And
have...
you can have different size animals and props depending on the age group. Maybe a little bit bigger for younger kids if your child is still mouthing toys, or you can do a little bit smaller for older kids. I think I'm going to do a horse in mine.
Okay.
I think they're going to be hanging out with the ducks. There we go. We might need some. Do you need a tractor in yours?
No,
You don't want a tractor? Okay, I
I'm
think
going
I'll
to
have
put
a
a hay bale
tractor.
instead.
The cow. I think the cow's going to be driving the tractor. Do you think that would be okay?
Hey, do you know any knock-knock jokes?
I do. Are you
Tell me
ready?
one. Yeah.
Okay. This is a fun farm knock-knock joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cows go.
Cows go. Who?
Oh, silly Shannon. Cows go moo.
That was a good one.
All right. I think I need one more tractor in mine.
Look at my bin.
That's cute. So then you can take your bin and you can keep it. You can take it outside, go outside and play with your sensory bin.
You can play with it bedside. If you're here spending some time at Gillette, you can
Right.
play with it bedside, and you can always change out animals,
Yep.
add some different ones, and it is a fun activity. And look, this is like real corn,
I know. I love it.
real dry
That's really
corn.
cool. And you can probably add anything like we were talking about. If you had little pom-pom balls you could add instead of corn, or if you had dirt that you wanted to dig from your parents' garden, you could put that in your sensory bin at
Rice.
home.
You could
You
use
could
rice,
do rice, you
dried
could do
beans.
yeah, lots of different things that you could put in the bottom of your bin.
So be creative and have fun making your own farm sensory bin. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
We're here with our second activity today. It's animal track prints that we're going to be making. But first, we have 2 books that we're going to be giving away. If you comment in the comment section and send us either a picture of you doing something fun for summer, or if you send us your favorite thing to do at summer or during camp, put it in the comment section or add in a video, and then we are going to randomly select 2 winners to get this fun alpaca book that has been hand stamped by Princess Aurora. She is one of the alpacas at Redgate Alpaca Farm, which you're going to be learning more about later today. All right, let's get started. These are some of the things you'll need today for your animal tracks.
So you can get online and research maybe your favorite animal, or you can do an alpaca stamp like we did, and then just print out the animal track that you find online.
Doesn't have to be an alpaca. It could be a bunny track or any kind of track that you like.
Correct. Bear track. And then you need to have a 4x4 piece of cardboard. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, that's okay too. You are going to need some tacky glue or Elmer's glue to help with putting the stamp on the cardboard. You're also going to need some paper to put the stamps on at the final product. And then any kind of paint will work with making the stamp. You can use little paint daubers, or you can do just regular paint. And then also some sort of sponge to put the paint on the stamp with. And then you can use a scissors or an X-Acto knife to help to cut out your stamp from the sponge. If you use an X-Acto knife, just have a parent help you out with that. And then of course, any kind of sponge that you have laying around your house, preferably clean. Right, Shannon?
Right.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna get started. First, after you have your animal track printed, you're gonna want to cut it out. If you need a parent or a friend to help you cut it out, that's okay too.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to cut exactly right on the lines, and that's okay. All right. Shannon, do you have a favorite alpaca or any kind of alpaca that you really, really liked or got along with when we were at Redgate Alpaca Farm with Farmer Craig?
I really liked Leo. That was one of my favorites.
Leo,
but you know what?
Leo was really fun. You guys will get to see Leo. He has a lot of energy. Okay.
Next, you're gonna lay your paw print. So when you pick out your paw print, you should make sure it fits on your sponge. See how this fits nicely on our sponge? We have to trace it first, Carla.
Oh, that's right. We do have to trace it. How about you trace it first, because we only have one pen.
Okay, so you're gonna go around the print like this. It works best if you use like a Sharpie or a marker. I think that would work better than a pencil when you're tracing.
I think so too.
You're gonna go around it like this. Now see how this print fit perfectly around that sponge.
Okay. And then
I'm gonna start cutting it while you trace yours.
Okay.
So Carla's gonna have to tell you a funny story. We actually are lucky enough that we have an alpaca at Redgate Alpaca Farm that was named after us.
We do. Our friend Craig and his wife, they named one of their babies 3 years ago.
That sounds about right.
They named it Charla after Shannon and Carla.
And
they meshed our names.
And it became
Charla. And that's our favorite alpaca at Redgate Alpaca
and
Farm.
Guess what else? Fun fact, she's pregnant and she's gonna have her first baby in July.
She is. And we're hoping we can go back to the farm to meet the baby.
Maybe they'll even come up with another name that ties our names together. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. I wonder what a good, maybe we could somehow mesh our last names together.
Yeah.
Shire?
Yeah, that works. Shire.
What? Wayburger?
Wayburger. I love it. Okay, so I cut up my sponge, and it worked really easier than I thought to cut with the scissors. Now I didn't go right on the line, but I got pretty close. And then
it's a little tricky to cut with the sponge.
I'm gonna take some of that tacky glue that Carla was talking about. I'm gonna put it on the back, and then I'm gonna stick it to this cardboard to make our stamper.
All right.
Let's see.
Do you need that one?
Do I have to spread it out with this maybe?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna put in some glue.
I need to finish cutting.
All right, so then you dab the glue on here, kind of spread it around. The glue, tacky glue, is really thick and tacky. I think that's where it gets its name from. So
Shannon, I don't know if my stamp is working out as well as your stamp. I should have maybe used the.
You want to try my scissors?
Maybe. Let's try your scissors. Maybe yours
We can
are a little
share.
bit better. Okay, perfect.
Okay, after you get the glue on your stamp, then you're going to want to press it in the center like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's see if it worked.
Here we go.
Perfect.
I think it worked. It's looking pretty good.
Okay, so now
What color paint would you like to use for your stamp as I catch up to you?
I think I'm gonna get some red because we have an example here with blue, so
Okay.
thought I would try a little bit of red. So you're gonna take your paint and then I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. And then you're going to pour it onto a paper plate like this. We got
I'm
some.
gonna try a little blue.
And then think I'm just gonna use the gluey sponge and
Okay, I'll use this one.
dip it in here. So I'm gonna dip it in the paint and I'm gonna paint the hoof like this.
And be sure to apply a lot of paint just so you can really make that stamp kind of stand out on the paper.
All right, so now I almost have my hoof completely covered with paint. Like Carla said, you're gonna wanna dip it in and really
So it
get
has
it
a
covered.
lot of paint on there. All right, should we stamp it?
All right, now we're gonna try and stamp it.
All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe lift it up.
See how it works. Ooh,
There it is.
there we go, cute.
Okay, let me see if I can do one more alpaca
All right,
foot.
let's see. Then it can look like it's walking across our paper, kind of like Princess Aurora did with our book.
Oh, and I didn't even need to reapply paint. Look, it still worked a second time.
There we go.
I
Those
think
are
it
the
looks,
fun animal tracks.
I think it looks just like Charla.
It does look just like
Maybe we
Charla.
could give this to
and
Farmer-
Princess Aurora.
Maybe we could give this to Farmer Craig.
He'll love it.
All
I think
right.
we should do it.
So this is how you make your animal prints. I hope you have fun with this project today.
Thanks for joining us for Camp Gillette. Hi everybody, join us for a virtual tour of an alpaca farm down at Redgate Alpaca Farm.
You'll meet Farmer Craig and some of his alpaca friends, and you're also going to get to listen to a story called Maca the Alpaca. It's going to be read to you from our child life specialist, Carla. Welcome to Redgate Farm. I'm Shannon, a child life specialist at Gillette Children Specialty Healthcare, and this is my coworker, child life specialist friend Carla.
Hi.
We are coming to you today from Dundas, Minnesota, which is located about 40 miles south of Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare, and we are on an alpaca farm, a family-run farm owned by Terry and Craig Kwame. And guess what, Carla?
What?
Craig is a project manager who helps organize new building areas around Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare.
Today on the farm, we're going to explore a few different topics. Some of the things we'll be discussing are the differences between alpacas and llamas, what alpacas like to eat, how much sleep do alpacas need in a 24-hour period, and also how fast do alpacas run.
Let's go meet Farmer Craig. Come on. Hi, Farmer Craig. Thanks for having us down on the farm.
Thanks so much. This is awesome being here today.
Great pleasure to have you visit our alpaca farm.
Thank you. So for all of you listening in today, I am sure you have a lot of questions about alpacas. And today we're going to learn all sorts of interesting facts about alpacas. One of the things we want to know, Craig, is what is the family that alpacas belong to out in the animal world?
Alpacas belong to a family which is called the camelid family, and the three most common animals known are camels, llamas, and alpacas. And there are some other rarer animals that live in the Andes mountain regions, and one would be called a vicuna.
So I've heard that you should have more than one alpaca on your farm. I've also heard that there's a couple different types of alpacas. Can you tell us what the types of alpacas are and why it's really important to have more than one alpaca on your farm?
Absolutely. Alpacas are very much a herd animal, and they feel more safe and comfortable in a herd of at least two, preferably a larger herd. And there are two types of alpacas. One is called Surrey, and that is what we have on our farm. And then the other type is called a Wakaya. And the main difference between the two types of alpacas are their fleece qualities. The Wakaya has more of a puffy teddy bear look to them, and the Surreys have more of a drapey dreadlock look to their fleece.
So is this the Surrey fleece that you were just talking about?
Yes, it is. This is freshly shorn off one of our animals here at the farm, and as you can see, the individual locks that I was talking about previously.
So what What kind of products do you make with the fleece once you shear the alpacas?
That's a great question, Carla. This is what it looks like when it's freshly shorn off the animal, and then there's several steps that we take to make it into different products. So the next step would we would turn that fiber into this yarn, and then from that stage we would take the yarn and make it into different products such as socks, and we even make cute little teddy bears out of their fleece.
These are so cute.
So Craig, can you tell us what alpacas like to eat?
Yes, the main part of their diet is an orchard grass hay, which we have here. That is 95% of their diet.
So do they like to have a dessert?
Yes, their favorite part of their day is when we feed them a grain that's specially formulated for alpacas. It has all the vitamins and minerals that they need to supplement their diet. And we feed them individually in their own pan, just like this.
Oh. Wow, that's really interesting. Is there any way that we can go in and meet them up close and personal?
Sure, let's
All right.
go.
Yay!
Come on in.
So typically, people sleep about 8 hours a night in a bed. How long do alpacas sleep, and where do they sleep?
Well, I would guess that they sleep approximately 8 hours as well, probably not all at one time. They sleep sitting down, and they sleep a lot of times in the summertime outside, and then in the wintertime when it's cold, they will sleep in the barn.
Do they sleep laying down or standing up?
They are laying down when they sleep. They sleep in a position that's called cushing.
Oh.
If they had pillows, that would be a lot of pillows. How many alpacas do you have here at Redgate Farm?
We have exactly 70 animals on our farm, and we're expecting 8 babies this year.
Wow. How big are the babies when they're born?
Well, our average on our farm, they're about 15 pounds.
Wow, that's about the size of 2 human babies. Craig, I heard that you show your alpacas. How do you get the alpacas ready for the show?
Well, we go through a process called halter training. Let's go, and I'll show you how we do it.
Okay.
Here's Aurora's halter. Here's Leo. Okay, I think we're all set to go.
Great.
And there they go. Okay.
Now that we have them all hooked up and ready to walk, can you tell us a little bit more about halter training and how you get them ready for the show?
Sure, it's a process, and when we do show them, we always train them and we walk on their right side. And when we have them walk into the show ring, we want the animal to present themselves tall and proud. So this is how we walk them into the show ring.
So Craig, can you tell us how fast the alpacas like to run?
I don't know exactly how fast they run, but they're very fast, especially when I'm trying to catch them. And then we have a fun activity that usually happens in the evenings with our new babies. They actually race each other, and we call them alpaca baby races.
Oh, that's funny.
Leo, you're doing so well. You're a good little boy, aren't you? Yes. You like kisses?
Do you give kisses?
Yes. Give me kisses.
Do you ever talk to your alpacas and do they know their names?
Yes, we talk to them all the time when we're doing chores, and they do know their names, especially when they get in trouble.
Well, would it be okay if I read them a story? I brought a book called Maca the Alpaca.
That
Do you
would
think
be
they would like
great.
listening to it?
Yes, let's try
All right.
it.
Let's go read a story. Okay. You want to listen to the
Want
story?
me to hold Aurora for you? You got her.
Okay. We're going to read Maca the Alpaca. Is everyone ready? Maca the Alpaca. This guy is called Maca. He's an alpaca. He loves splashing in puddles and gives the best cuddles. Maca's days were carefree, filled with giggles and glee, until drama, a llama. That guy is called Harmer. He's no charmer. He's tall, strong, and woolly, but also a bully. Harmer was mean, quite the worst you have seen. He took Maca's stuff and played very rough. You putty pipsqueak, I'm strong and you're weak. Maca said, no, you're wrong. I'm surprisingly strong. The pair made a bet and a challenge was set. I'll move this boulder. Harmer pushed with his shoulder. He huffed, puffed, and nudged till he finally budged. When Maca's turn came, he just used his brain. Well, why don't you try to reach up this high? Easily done using this. Harmer let out a hiss. Now, that llama was fuming, his nasty mind zooming. Okay, let's have a race. Try and keep pace. First to the top is the best. Full stop. They took off in a flash and began their mad dash up the steep mountainside, but then the rocks started to slide. Being nimble and light, Maca made it all right. As he leapt to the summit, he saw Harmer plummet. Some might call it karma, as that bully of a llama went crash, bang, and splat. And that, my friends, was that. Harmer said, plainly shaken, turns out I was mistaken, for you've proven it quite clearly. Size doesn't matter, really. Maca went up for the thug and gave him a great big hug. The end. What did you guys think of the story? Maca the Alpaca. I hope you enjoyed the book. Do you think you could have one of your alpaca friends sign the book for an autograph?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay.
Thanks, Farmer Craig, for having us to Redgate Farm. Next time I come to the farm, I'll pack a lunch.
That is so funny.
Thank you all for tuning in and joining us at Redgate Alpaca Farm. We hope you enjoyed it and we hope you learned a lot of content from Farmer Craig. Look forward to more Camp Gillette 2021 activities. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.